And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards on the ground.
And the first down, Chiefs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Alert! Hey, give me radar. Smooth. Hey. Kill.
Here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. Yellow, yellow. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Hamlet. Watch the ship. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Here we go. Fourth down. Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
60, 53, 8. He's got 61. Match box.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
250.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Red 80. 56. Blue down. 11. 40 got.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. To throw on second down to Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now he's flushed out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Yellow, yellow. '35's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Greystone travel, Greystone travel. Mike 35, Mike 35.
From the 29, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
He can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
It's just me and you. It's just Charlie. Check 3. Go, baby.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first down, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check it out, Reed.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Check 20. Yellow. 57. Motion.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, switch gears.
Big 20.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Look at him.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 down. Alpha. 35. Record. 35's the mic.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. 15. I go, little lady. You shoot. Hero 15. Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Switch.
22.
Check.
32. Hey, orbit. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
SOS. 56. Mike.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now.